Hello everyone. Can you guys hear me? Hi Andre. Can you guys hear me? If yes, message me or text here so I can see that you guys can hear me. Awesome. Yeah, today is uh I don't know what happened. My platform is not working. Uh, so I'm just thinking to y- you know do a pre market prep on my IB account, and then we'll see that by the time we'll start the testing trading, that does it my account start working or not. But meantime we can just we'll go through our pre-market show. So I'm just waiting for, let's Andre, just let's wait for others to join. How was your weekend? All right, so let's look at the spy together. I don't know who is the other individual joined, so if you can message us we can know the name. Let's look at the spy, what spy is doing right now. So SPY, if you look at the daily SPY, very interesting that at the end of the day it spiked up and then it came back to 394, and now it is on the yesterday range. So we don't know whether uh, this is an interactive broker platform. My comics platform is not working, so I just asked the support team to look into it. So by the time I will receive the response, it's a very small account I have, maybe $4,000 or $5,000 in it, nothing much on it. So I won't be able to trade much, but I'm just waiting for uh, them to come back so then I can trade. For now, for just for planning purposes, we can do planning on this. The SPY is looking good on. It's tried to came back up, but if you look at the 5 minute charts, it's very small range, negative trend, gap down, slightly gap down, and now it is close to uh, the yesterday close. And if we look at the QQQ, uh, more likely the same. It recovered after 2 o'clock, a big pullback, and now it tried to bounce back once here, second time here, and then now still it's coming down. So not a clear trend, but if it possibly it can continue the day and Friday uh, uh, trend, but we need to be very cognizant because market volatile, changes too many times the trend, so we cannot rely on that. So now let's look at the individual stocks we have. I first stock I have is uh, can can in terms of daily candle, we can see that it is rallied all the way up now, almost 2 weeks, 3, 6, 8, 10, more than 10 candles it gapped down. Now it is just trying to move back up. It's maybe a bounce, uh, dead cat bounce, or to continue the downward trend, or maybe it get the 50 moving average support and it may bounce back up. So it can be anything. Yeah, guys, I will appreciate if you give the thumbs up. In terms of the intraday, you can clearly see if you look at the intraday, after 2 o'clock when the Nasdaq is moving up, this stock is also rallying on top. And right now, it is very close to the high of the 630 top, which is a 2001. So it's most likely having an upward trend. So let's keep make the level here. Levels are look very good here. 1920 is a very strong support here, and then we can see the 20 as a resistance is tried two times, and then the next resistance is in 2077. On the daily, if it's go beyond that, the next resistance is at the 23. So we will keep an eye on this. Looks really good, but we need to be cognizant that it is just a bounce back because of the market, and the once the market wanted to come down, it come down also. And it's sometime from last few days I'm looking at it, it doesn't give you a smooth opening. So if you look at it uh, in the morning on the Friday, though it was very weak, but then it bounced back on the open, then it came down, bounced back up, then rejected, then came down, and and then even didn't move really well, and it's after 11 o'clock moved back up. So see here how many times he trend the change. So it's not a clean mover anymore. It's changing too many times the direction. So be very careful while you trade this stock. So next one we have is our blockchain. So blockchain, you see the similar pattern, that gap down uh, to spinning top, or you can say the hammer, and then now it's trying to bounce back. So this can be a good long if you get a good entry, and then the 52 is could be a uh, great resistance. So if it break this, and it's looked like it's going to break this level, and it's also a pre-market high, so it can be a good play today. Let's just keep an eye on that. Let's make a level here. um, I liked it, this. All right, guys, those who are online and watching our show, good morning. You can type your name here so we know who is joining us, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. um, so next one I see, blue. This is also a 7% up with the volume of 312 shares. Daily doesn't look really good. Daily doesn't look really good. Uh, because in the pre-market, the first candle it went up to the 36 and then it's dropped, and since then it is under the VWAP. Even though it is gapped up, but it's look very weak. It's still under the VWAP. So we can keep it, but I don't know which direction we do trade. Definitely, it's not as strong as I thought. So next one in my list is, okay, for the gap up. I don't see anything else. Or let's look at this one, irons. What is happening in irons? So they have a very small volume, 54,000. So not a big volume here. So I do not have anything else on the gap up. Do you guys have anything else on the gap up? Please type the ticker so we can see together. And also, we'll appreciate if you guys give a thumbs up. And please feel free to introduce. I was saying that my comics platform is not working, uh, my TFS platform. So I'm waiting for the support team to look into it, and then I can work on it. So meantime, I have an IB account. which is a very small balance on it. And uh, we will see that once the market open, what happened. And then also, since platform is not working, but tomorrow I have set up a meeting on the Skype, and we can trade online together. If you guys wanted to trade with me, we can trade on the Skype together. Let me know what you guys think, and if you're interested, send me an email, and what I will do, I will send you the meeting invite. So if you don't know my email address, I'm writing it here. Hi, David. Let's check MX and MT. So this is gap down, not a big volume at this point. MT is 2.25% down, but look at the yesterday close. I mean, on Friday 26th, it is a really big candle, and now it is an inside day trade over the VWAP. But look at the shape of the candle; it's not even forming the right candle, so it's not a big volume here. Let's look at the RH. RH also doesn't have any volume, but had a very strong candle uh, on Friday. It's might going to continue. Let's look at some of the gap downs. Uh, I'm trying to look at it. So for the gap down, we have VISC. It was really sold off. Uh, how many days now? One, two, three, four, five. Really big with the big momentum. I'm not sure it bounced back from the fifth 200 moving average, came back down. It is almost lost all the value it is gained after the January 26th, so it's lost everything. I don't know whether it's any catalyst news or it's just a price action here. Uh, but when the stock moved down that much, right now it looks so weak. It tried to went up against the yesterday close, then it bounced back up. Right now it's forming clearly getting a support here, and it's trying to move uptrend. But what I'm saying that when the stock moved that much, it may trick you to gap down because the distance from the yesterday close is only $1.50, and it's very close to VWAP. So you keep an eye how at the 9 o'clock it trades, and then you can decide whether you wanted to trade a short or long. So though it is 4% down, but be open-minded. It can go in any direction because of the sell-off happened in the last few days. Hi Emmanuel, hi David. And I will also, at the end of this today's session, I will brief you that the mistake I made last week, and therefore I took the break of it. So I just wanted to walk you through as well the mistake I did uh, at the end of the pre-market session. So next one is the GXX. Andre saying the GXS is a 4% down. Uh, Volume is almost 4 million. That's good. That is more than the usual volume. Usually GXX doesn't have that much volume in the pre-market. So from the volume perspective, it's good. First 5 minutes when the market opens pre-market, and right now, uh, if you make this as a range, right? The first 5 minute candle, that's still in the range of the first 5 minute. So essentially, it gapped down, had a test tested a couple of times to break this level, but it couldn't break this opening candle range. And now it is trending over the next support created on the 37. Can you imagine this stock was $120, now it's on $37? And I think yesterday, Friday is just, it's just, oh goodness, from the $60 to $40. Can you believe it, this stock, man? Where were we? Why didn't we trade this stock on Friday? Unimaginable. Look at this. Oh, this is just a shit stock. Okay, so now it is, close to the VWAP, close to the opening 5 minute range. So I don't know. It might going to be inside there. It's hard to see where your low is 28, you're on the 40, and I think this is the same level where it was there before it climb up to the 140 from this level. So on the February it was around 40 $50, and then it 50 to 140. So uh, let's see what happens. But yeah, keep an open mind from both side, because the way it's sold off, it might give you a chance to have some dead cat bounce here, right? Or maybe wait for the shorting close to 45 or something. But just don't close at this price, because it is too low at this point. I don't know that do we have a right opportunity here to short. But we have to see a clear momentum. I wouldn't short before the 36 here, because see it clear, we have a clear channel here, and right now it is uptrending on the channel. So next one is on what we have here. So next one I have here on the I have IQ. IQ, I think it's like in a Baidu case. It's just broke down, and right now in the pre-market, uh, I usually don't like trading IQ because it doesn't give you that much momentum. Uh, but clearly it's bear flagging here on this $17. So a break of $17 could be a good short play here. So guys, that's all I see here on my platform. I don't see anything else. Do you have anything else on the short side? Let me check the CS, because I haven't seen the CS yet. So CS is big gap down 12%. Volume is also less than a million. That's nice. Uh, from 4 o'clock to all the way here is a volume, but it's just not a clear big move. So if we look at it, 11:38 was the open uh, pre-market, and right now it's at 11:07. So even though it gapped down, but it only gave you 40-cent move. So just be cognizant uh, that, you know, wood is able to give us the big range. So let's see here. So last time when he was trading at this level, average range was only 15-20 cents. So I don't know, for day trading it is hard for you to make money, right? So 1001 to 1019, only 20 cents, 20 cents average movement. So it is hard for you to make money if it's just a if this that small range, right? You're gonna lose in the spread. If it's move against you, then you won't be able to get the right good to risk to reward ratio here. So just keep an eye on that, I guess, if you wanted to, but it seems to me is a very low range, and we won't be able to make money on that. All right. Anything else you guys have? Anything else you wanted me to look at it? If not, let's take a commercial break, and then I will be back in a second, and then I will brief you about the mistake I made uh, on that day. Uh, so I'm having that organizing an event, which is on two events. One is on the trade book, and one is on the stock screening. If you guys interested, you can check out on the YouTube as well. It's a very nominal amount I'm charging. I'm gonna have a 3 hours of workshop. Um in the trade book, we're gonna discuss that, how important it is to have your own edge, and just knowing the strategy is not enough. Just like, we say, gap and go. So knowing the gap and go wouldn't give you an edge. Edge will give you when you have your parameters or factors that help you decide whether you need to go into that trade or not. And those all those criterias need to be in is more personalized. You have to have your own criteria before you add, in order to be consistently make the profit. So we're going to discuss the examples of that, how we can create that trade book, why you should only patterns or the trades which are in your trade book. If you do not have that trades in your trade book, you should not trade, because then you're just guessing it, and it might go into your favor or might not go into your favor. So with that note, what happened on the Wednesday is that, I don't know. Most of you guys know that I also work 9 to 5 as well, right? That's why I close my day very early, around up to 10:30. And I don't know, there was a stress on my office, and there was some problem, and I was unable to concentrate on my trading, and that stress of my work helped me to not to put me into the mode where I was unable to accept the loss, and I was just doing a trading uh, as if, if I see a green candle, I look, oh, this is going to be long, oh, this is red candle, and then I say, I need to stop, and I stopped immediately after making a one or two loss on that, and then I say, unless I settle down on the office work, I just need to take a break to refresh myself, and then I will come back. So that's why I just took a couple of days break to finish off my key deadlines for my work and then to focus on it. I think that I'm going to continue today, and then I will just keep an eye because I realize that this may be an issue with me, that unless I'm not doing a full time, I may face this situation over and over again. So what I will do, I will just keep a close eye and very close eye on that. That if I have any issues or concerns or stress or any deadline from my office, I would rather not to trade than to not to go into the dilemma and start making mistakes which harm you or your account. So that's why I took a break, and I thought that you guys deserve a explanation because you guys were waiting for me. And other thing I was telling that, those who guys are interested, I sent you my email. Send me your email, and I will send you the Skype invite. And maybe from tomorrow, we'll try to trade together if you are interested in trading with me. Guys, any question? If not, then we can just quickly relook at all our symbols so that we can quickly firm up our shortlisted items for today's trading. And I have not yet heard from the broker. I have still do not have my account. If I get my account's detail, I still have my issues with my account I can open, so I haven't heard from the support team. If I heard back, then I will trade into that account. Otherwise, I will trade on IB. I do not have that much balance, is only a couple of thousands. I won't be able to take more than 100 shares on it. Uh, but let's look at together again. So first one we have looked at it, the uh, cane. I was saying that it doesn't give a good move in the morning. From the last few days, I'm looking at it. Right now, it is going up, but we don't know it's just a dead cat bounce or it is a real bounce because the market is also teetering around very close to the yesterday close. Right now, it is uptrending over the VWAP, close to the resistance. It's in the middle of the channel right now. So 1910 is a good support and 20 is a resistance. So anywhere close to this, you can short. Anywhere uh, close to this, you can buy, and just give some more room for your stop loss. But please be careful in the trading and uh, because this may, if you look at the on Friday, first few minutes are really, if you look at this spinning top, give you the move, but it's gonna give you, a couple of times gonna bother you. So have a wider stop loss on this stock if you really wanted to trade. Next one I was saying the Riot looks good. It is, close to the resistance, which is the 52.13, and really making a good bull flag here. So if it breaks this level, it can be a very good long here. So definitely Bitcoin stocks are in play today. So Riot for sure. I'm going to look at very closely. Uh, what was the next one we have seen in the gapped up? I think there's nothing much now. Let's look at one more time. The ions are still not doing anything. For the gap down, we have a VIAC. So as I mentioned at this point when we were there, that is uptrending. So look at this, is now started uptrending, had a very nice bull flag. So, but it's under the VWAP. But, when you look at it this morning, look at very closely at the both end. Let's mark this as a resistance. And and you'll keep an eye. I think it looks really good. It's making a bull flag over 47. I'm so tempted to go long at 47 now in the pre-market. This really looks good. Okay, so next one is the GXX. Almost lost his everything, all the value from 70 to 30. Uh, Still underneath of the first 5 minutes range of the pre-market. It can be volatile today. It might have some buying pressure because of the way it has been sold. So I rely on the pre-market because see, uh, even though the participants are less that we think, but there are so many institutional investors come after 8 o'clock and start putting the orders. And all these pre-market actions are happen because of the open orders of the yesterday, which the institutional stake shareholders and other institutional investors and other investors have put into the system. So all these gap ups and gap downs are happen due to the market imbalance or the open orders in the market. So everything cannot be manipulative. It gives us signs that how big institutional investors are thinking at the time. So you're right, you cannot rely on, but but I'm saying that you will rely on what you see. So what I see is this right now. It may change when when the market opens, but you have to rely that what are the support and resistance have been created by the pre-market. Because if you do not have a pre-market, then you will need to rely on the yesterday. So either you rely on the yesterday close and the pre-market. And if let's take this example is a good learning question for you and for everyone as well. So look at this. So pre-market is also not very unique, right? The pre-market is also trending and looking at the yesterday support and resistance. So you look at it. If let me delete this on the GXS so you can see we will make it again. So now look at this. Yesterday it sold off on Friday. Then it bounced back, found resistance on this, then gap down again, and then tried to bounce back up. So clearly, clearly, I can see that there is a good support or resistance on the 37 level here at this level. I can clearly see on the 3660. And if I don't look at the pre-market, I will just look at the yesterday action. Based on that, I can clearly see that that was the resistance which was broke around 10 minutes before the 4 o'clock. And now if you look at it today, pre-market action is very close to the same level. So it means that pre-market is also not very outside what yesterday was thinking. It is clearly in that. Now even if the high, if you look at it, you can also see that this high of the pre-market is really matches with the high of the yesterday when it was closing it. So look at this. So it means that pre-market is respecting the yesterday high and low, and yesterday high and low will going to respect the day before high and low, or the last time high and low. So traders look at the pre-market, Traders look at the previous support and resistance, and this is very important for all of us to look at as well, because any information you will get it, you have to analyze it and you have to use it. Of course, this can change. Yes, this can change because once the market opens, there will be more participants and they may think differently than what these participants think. But there's you have to evaluate when the market opens, right? Without evaluation, you cannot do that. So I guess we do not have much. So can Riot, VISC, and GSX. I think that's the only four I have for shortlisting at this point. Do you have any more questions? If not, then we can just close the session. And remember, if you wanted to join me on the Skype, you can email me and I'm going to share you the Skype invite. Have a great weekend and also have a great week ahead. Have a great green week and also green day. All right, guys, I'm closing it now. Thank you.